All right, here we go. 9:06. Welcome back to the Chad Hasty Show. Phone lines open 770-5790, 1-800-687-0790. The text line always open at 806-680-2790 if you want to text in and weigh in on any of the big issues of the day. The big issue of the day, the U.S. Supreme Court. We are 43 days away from Election Day. 43 days away from Election Day. On Friday, a Supreme Court seat opened up with the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Mitch McConnell put out a statement on Friday saying the Senate and the nation mourn the sudden passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the conclusion of her extraordinary American life. Justice Ginsburg overcame one personal challenge and professional barrier after another. She climbed from a modest Brooklyn upbringing to a seat on our nation's highest court and into the pages of American history. Justice Ginsburg was thoroughly dedicated to the legal profession in her 27 years of service on the Supreme Court. Her intelligence and determination earned her respect and admiration throughout her legal world and indeed throughout the entire nation, which now grieves alongside her family, friends, and colleagues. Then McConnell went on. In the last midterm election before Justice Scalia's death in 2016, Americans elected a Republican Senate majority because we pledged to check and balance the last days of a lame duck president's second term. We kept our promise. Since the 1880s, no Senate. Now remember, for you Democrats out there, for you never-Trumpers out there, and for the folks who say, oh, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans, they're being hypocrites. Remember what Mitch McConnell said back in 2016 as to why they would not confirm Merrick Garland. Since the 1880s, no Senate has confirmed the opposite party's president's Supreme Court nominee in a presidential election year. That was the precedent behind what happened with Merrick Garland back in 2016. Now, you may not like it, and you may think it's politics, and a lot of it is politics. Guess what? I'm going to admit it. A lot of it's absolutely politics. But there was precedent behind that. And guess what? Republicans won. Trump won. Republicans have kept the Senate. All weekend, I was getting text messages from people asking me about this whole thing and where I came down on it. You had some Republicans who have come out already and said, no, we need to leave this just for the next president to decide or whoever wins the election. Hell no, we don't. It is time for Republicans to grow a pair. Or if you're a lady, grow a spine. It's time to win. Well, Chad, that's not fair. I don't care. It's time to win. It's time to spike the ball. If Hillary Clinton were president of the United States right now, and Chuck Schumer was the Senate Majority Leader, the Democrats had 54 votes in the U.S. Senate, they would absolutely move on with finding the most liberal Supreme Court nominee they could unearth. Now, you already have Susan Collins and Lisa Murkowski who are out there going, well, we don't think the U.S. Senate should do this. Now, they haven't completely ruled it out. They have left a little bit of wiggle room in their different statements. But this is a moment in history that it doesn't come around that often. 3 Supreme Court picks in your first term as President of the United States. An opportunity to clinch the court for who knows how many years. For constitutionalists, this goes beyond the presidency. This goes beyond the U.S. Senate. This is the ball game. This is what you fight for. This is why so many people voted for Donald Trump. It was for this. Not to sound cold-hearted or anything, but it's no secret that Ruth Bader Ginsburg was elderly. It's no secret that she was sick. This is something that Republicans were looking at. This was a seat Republicans were hoping to pick up. Again, not trying to sound cold-hearted, just trying to be real. Is that fair, Rob Bro? Is it okay to do that? I'm just trying to be honest. This is what Republicans were salivating over the possibility of getting to choose the replacement of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Not that people were openly rooting for her to die, but I guarantee you, in any back room or any room of the White House, they were saying, if she goes, she's 87 years old, she's got cancer, right? She could go at any minute, Democrats knew. Democrats have been planning for this. This isn't a time for Republicans. This is not a time to get squishy. This isn't a time where you go, people are already mad out there in America. People are already upset. I mean, maybe we should just leave it to Joe Biden. No. This is where you go in. This is where you claim victory. This is why you were elected. This is why Trump was elected. This is why the Senate has been kept Republican for this moment. Because at some point, yes, the Democrats are going to take the White House again. At some point, the Democrats are going to win back the Senate. At some point, they're going to go after our guns. At some point, they're going to challenge they already have challenged the norms of our society, but they're going to do so even more. And we need to have the U.S. Supreme Court. On the flip side, the U.S. Supreme Court should not be as important as this little battle that we're having. It should not be. If Congress was able to do their job, the Supreme Court would not be as powerful as it is right now. But it is. It is what it is. And we have to live with what it is right now. And the threats that are out there from the left that we're gonna impeach Trump again for what? Doing the constitutional duty that he was elected to do? You're gonna impeach him for that? You're gonna impeach the guy for following through on one of his constitutional duties? Okay, have fun with that. Impeach him. Go ahead. Have fun. Go ahead. Impeach Trump all you want to, Nancy. I don't care. You got to win this one. Now is not the time to hide in the corner or worry about your future Senate seat or worry even about the future of the presidency. Now's the time to win. And I know there are some who aren't comfortable with that type of language. They're not comfortable with the, throw your hands up, just win, just go for it. But let's be real. Republicans may not have this type of opportunity again for a very long time. And if you don't think the Democrats would do exactly what I am saying Republicans should do, you're nuts. If you don't think Hillary Clinton would have loved the chance to put 3 liberals on the U.S. Supreme Court, including one 43 days from the election, you're crazy. Hillary and Schumer and Pelosi, they are so pissed right now that they don't have this opportunity. That's what it comes down to. They are so angry they don't have this opportunity. This is an opportunity to honestly get that much closer to securing this nation. If you really believe the left is all in on socialism, that the left is going to come and take your guns, that the left is really wanting to transform this nation, you have to be where I'm at on this. And that is, you move full speed ahead and you confirm the pick that the President of the United States puts forward, and you let the Democrats be the Democrats. Let them burn down the country. Let them burn it down. If that's what they want, if they want to be the children and they want to burn down the country, go ahead. I don't think it'll reflect well on them come election day, but go ahead. Burn down the major cities. Threaten all you want about packing the court and everything like that. If you want that to be the election 43 days out from now, go ahead, put it out there. And let Trump and Biden debate that this next week. About Supreme Court packing and how many people should be on the U.S. Supreme Court. Let the Democrats threaten everything that they can threaten. Republicans, you were elected to do this. Maybe it cost you the Senate. Maybe it cost you the White House. I don't think it necessarily does. I think this fires up the Republican base. I think it probably fires up the Democrat base a little bit. But this is what you were elected to do. You were elected to confirm Trump's pick. Do it. I don't want to hear anything about what's fair. I don't want to hear about what's nice. I don't want to even hear about what's good for the country. Well, we'll get into an article from David French, who's a never-Trumper, about how America is being torn apart. At this point, I don't care. Secure the Supreme Court. And then we can get into everything else. 770-5790, 1-800-687-0790. Chad Hasty Show, KFYO. We'll be right back.